In this problem, we're being asked to divide 85 by 17. And just looking at this, I don't really know what the answer is, and it looks kind of difficult to do in your head. I'm going to show you a method today that you can use sometimes in division to do division without really doing any division. We're actually going to reduce this to some simple multiplication problems. So the first thing you want to do is just use estimation to get a sense of what the answer is going to be. Let's see. If I round 17 up to 20 and 85 down to 80, 80 divided by 20 would be 4. So that's an estimation. 80 divided by 20 is going to be 4. So I don't think that's the actual answer, but it's going to get me in the ballpark. And once I'm in the ballpark with an answer of 4, I'm going to try to figure out what the multiples of 17 are and see how close we can get. So let's just do 4 times 17. So this is our first simple multiplication problem. And I'm going to multiply actually the 4 by the 10 first. So that's 40. And then the 4 by the 7, which is 28. So that equals 68. You could have done that by doing the 4 times 7 first and carrying the 2, but I did it in a slightly different way. Either way is okay. So 17 times 4 is 68. So we're not too far off, actually. Let's try 17 times 5. So 17 times 5. Again, I'm going to do the 5 times the 10 first. That's 50. And 5 times 7 is 35. Oh, and then when I add those, I get 85. So 17 times 5 equals 85, and that actually is what we were looking for. So if 17 times 5 equals 85, then 85 divided by 17 has to equal 5. Now, I got lucky this time. There aren't any remainders in these problems. So if I had done the same strategy and I'd gotten close to 85, let's say I'd gotten 84, then my answer would have been that with a remainder of 1. So this method actually can work and help you do division without actually doing division. Okay, let's try another one to practice this method. So we've got 98 divided by 14. Again, I'm going to estimate first, and let's see, 98 is close to 100, and 14, well, I don't want to round that all the way down to 10. That's going pretty far. I mean, if I did, let's try rounding it down to 10. If I did, that would be 10. What if I rounded it up to 20? So 100 divided by 20, that would be 5. Okay, so I know my answer is somewhere in between these two. That 4 means I had to round quite a distance. So it's somewhere in between 5 and 10. So I think I'm going to start with 6. So I'm just going to guess. If we get lucky, maybe we'll get it right away. If we don't get lucky, we'll have to do another one. But if we start with 6, what we'd want to do is multiply 6 times 14 and see what it equals, maybe something close to 98. So 6 times 14. So 6 times 4 is 24. And 6 times 1 plus 2, that's 8, that's 84. Okay, so it's not that one, but we know that 14 times 6 is 84. That's pretty close. Let's do 14 times 7. So let me do this multiplication the other way. 7 times 10 is 70, and 7 times 4 is 28. And that, so that is 98. So we got really close really quickly. We're just one off. So 14 times 7 is 98. That means 98 divided by 14 is 7. And that is our answer. So that is a little bit of work with an alternate method to do division.